At 23 different jackpots that have gone out for the last 7 days and 288 different jackpots for season 13 so far. We love to see that. We're almost to that 300 jackpot mark and we're not even halfway through March. That's some awesome stuff, and hopefully we can keep this momentum up throughout the entirety of season 13. Well, we got a bunch of you guys 5 balls away now with 46 balls dropped. We'll have to see if any of you guys are going to be taking home one of these awesome prizes. And just like taking these prizes home just yesterday, starting out the jackpot list, actually the largest one of yesterday set in the tone, we actually had Funk. They played over at Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards, big shocker. And Funk ended up taking home $7,132. Nicely done, Funk. Next up, we actually had a 3-way split between a crazy jackpot, and that was awesome to see, as we had Tom over at Medford Liquor Store, Rita at Eagles Mankato, and Eureka over at Elsie's Bar and Grill Caledonia. Tom, Rita, and Eureka, congratulations. They each ended up taking home $744 after the split. Nicely done. That is an awesome jackpot they got to take home. We had 2 more jackpot winners that included... Before I talk about those jackpot winners, we got our own Musco prize winner as Mike NDD Win over at Steve-O's and Crystals, taking home that $19 prize. Nicely done in our first round of Game Day Bingo. That minor jackpot is going to be clicking on over to our second round, with it clicking up to 54 balls or less. Now the final 2 jackpots that just went out yesterday included Ross over at Lucy's Burgers Blaine, actually, and Ross ended up taking home $648. Nicely done to Ross. Then our final jackpot winner actually was playing under the name Arm. They were playing over at Tommy's Rainy Lake Saloon. They ended up taking home $972. Nicely done to Arm. As you guys have just about 2 minutes to get enrolled in our second round of Game Day Bingo here live with you guys for, I want to talk about a very important eTab game. It's actually a re-release, and it's right in time for a St. Patty's Day season, as we are now officially a week away. Finnegan's Gold is back and better than ever, and it's even got 4 different bonus rounds for you guys to try and take home some jackpots. There's an instant win bonus, there's a wheel bonus, the balloon bonus, and even the free play, which in that one, if you unlock more grids of symbols, it could lead to even more wins. It's definitely a lot of fun and some great cash to be won. Now, if you just want to stay up to date with everything happening with Pilot Games and see promos when we're releasing those awesome e-tabs and all that jazz, head on over to our Facebook page. That way, once you give us a like and follow, you'll be able to keep up with all of our weekly bingo schedules, event details, big progressives, player pictures, and even utilize our link tree. It's got direct links to all of our social medias, pgl.world, streaming platforms, and even all the locations around Minnesota for you guys to go check out Pilot Games at. You guys should absolutely go utilize that link tree, or even just the Facebook in general. If you got any questions for us at all, you can shoot them right on over to that Facebook page, and we will answer you back as soon as we can. If not, our community will answer you back faster. It's definitely a great one, so make sure you guys go give us a like and follow. As you guys have just under a minute now to get enrolled in this game, I'm going to talk about the entire Spingo schedule that you guys can anticipate for the remainder of your day. I am going to be here live with you guys for all the way until 1. We got 12 rounds of this Game Day Bingo that I'm going to be trying to give out some cash prizes for. But right at 1, I'm going to let you guys loose, and you guys will get to jump into your first round of Lucky 4 Bingo for the day. That's going to be happening at 1 p.m., and that's got over $93,329 on the line, and you guys will absolutely want to try for it. After that, you guys will get into some unhosted Game Day Bingo, where wherever these big progressives leave off at the end of 1, you pick right back up after that round of Lucky 4 and jump through more games of it all the way until 4 p.m. Right at 4, that's when I'm going to be back live with you guys, and we're going to jump into our happy hour show. Right then, we got our second round of Lucky 4 Bingo at 4 p.m., where if it doesn't go out at 1, you got another opportunity at that over $93,000. It's definitely going to be there, so you guys will definitely need to come out for it. It's going to be a great one. After that, we jump into 23 games of Skull Bingo, where we're starting off with a line prize at $201 that can be won in 10 balls or less. A large frame prize at $4,366 that can be won in 43 balls or less, and that coverall jackpot $3,274 on the line that can be won in 50 balls or less. You guys will absolutely want to be there, because I can't wait to give out some great cash. After that, we have our final round of Lucky 4 Bingo at 6 p.m., and that's when I'm going to let you guys loose for the remainder of your night. From 6 all the way till 10, you guys get some uninterrupted Game Day Bingo, where you guys get to play throughout the rest of your night. just last night and the night previous. We had some awesome specialty nights, but you guys got to wait until next week to check those out again. The next one you can play through is MegaSota Gaming Night. That's the biggest gaming night of the week, and that happens every single Tuesday at 6:40. You guys absolutely want to be there. Tony and Nikki are there giving out those jackpots and PGL points. There's some awesome tournament-style games and even a grand finale game of Jackpot Jungle. It's got over, let's see, $15,548 on the line. It's a $1 card, meaning you can take that prize home in 54 balls or less. It's definitely a great one, and we've been itching to give it out. Every single Wednesday, though, we got that awesome Wild Wednesday that runs from 7 all the way till 9 p.m. at night. We got some awesome tournament-style games in there as well, and even a high-low game where the biggest loser takes home a first-place prize. You either want to be the worst in the state or the best in the state. You get to win big cash either way. It's going to be great, and you guys will definitely want to check it out next Wednesday. Now, if you guys do plan on coming out for either of our specialty nights, the MegaSota Game Night every Tuesday at 6:40 or Wild Wednesday every single Wednesday at 7, you guys absolutely need to sign up at pgl.world. That way you'll be a member of the Pilot Gambling League and you'll be able to earn those PGL points that accompany those specialty nights. It's a lot of fun and it's some great competition if you're in the spirit for it. We got a bunch of you guys one ball away now, and we're past all of our jackpots, so we're working towards that $27.80 must-go prize. We'll have to see which one of you lucky players is going to take it home, and there it is. We got Kel Bree as well as Oko. They are both splitting up that $27.80 must-go prize. Kel Bree over at the Riverboat Depot, and Oko over at Joe and Stan's. Nicely done to our winners in this game number 2. We're about to be enrolled in our third round with that minor jackpot clicking up yet again. This time it's at 56 balls or less. It's over $100. You guys absolutely need to grab those cards, get enrolled, and let's get these prizes as high as we can to get them out quicker. But I just ran through the entirety of our bingo schedule for you guys, and we have some awesome national days happening today, and I'm going to talk about them with you, as our first one is National Meatball Day. And on this day, we recognize one of America's holiday food favorites, National Meatball Day. Now, there are many different ways to celebrate this day, and I gotta say, I think my favorite has to be a meatball sub. I don't know what it is about it, but that meatball sub, it is top tier. I like it way better than spaghetti and meatballs, Swedish meatballs, anything like that. A meatball sub is just top tier. Now, if you guys didn't know, there is a weird origin on the meatball, and I actually just heard about it. So I'm gonna take a peek. And let's see. Turns out it was actually cooked by the ancient Romans. While it may be an ancient food, it is still a home-cooked hit. Let's see. This delicacy is found in the oldest cookbooks in the world. Actually, in China, eaters have enjoyed four joy meatballs since the Jin Dynasty. And we know that ancient Romans made meatballs often thanks to the first century cookbooks actually called Apicius that is still surveyed today. However, the meatball is thought to have originated actually in Persia. The earliest record of the meatball dish is actually called the kofta, and it was created by rolling leftover ground lamb into large balls, and they're like, I'm talking the size of an orange or larger. And then they were glazed in egg yolk and saffron, and then they were cooked. Interesting. They quickly caught on to the rest of the world. They are usually made of whatever meat is on hand. There's different varieties depending on the origin and area or geographic area that you are originating in. That depends on these recipes, which I think is super funny. I've had everything from lamb to pork to chicken to turkey meatballs. I don't know. I think I personally enjoy chicken meatballs when I make them myself, but I'm definitely a good pork or beef meatball gal as well. Well, hopefully you guys can have some meatballs today. If it's not with some spaghetti, hopefully on a toasted hoagie bun, and that is the way to celebrate it. Next up, we have the Slam the Scam Day. On March 9th, it is an initiative to raise public awareness by helping the public to combat Social Security-related scams. Scammers are counting on you being misinformed of their deceptive tactics. And the goal of this National Day is to get you informed on scammer tactics so you do not fall to their schemes. Yes, I have to have this conversation with my grandfather probably once a month not to click on Amazon links and things sent to his email. I don't understand what is so hard to concept when you get a strange email that has a link. Do not click it. Just don't click it. Delete, you know. It's I think it's very, very funny because even my mom has fallen prey to these scams before, and I see people all the time it happens to, and it can happen to anyone. I mean, I get scam emails, multiple of them every single day, but you just got to look out for those tall tale signs, those red flags, and today is definitely the day to shed some light and maybe get yourself a little bit more educated on it. Happy National Slam the Scam Day. Next up, we have National Get Over It Day, and people across the country observe this national day, and it just simply implies the day to do exactly that. Just get over it. Whatever's holding you back, get over it, you know? Whatever you still have holding on to, get over it. I don't know what exactly the context you're supposed to apply it to, but if you have something that you need to get over, just get over it. Today's the day to do it. We got a bunch of you guys 3 balls away. Bojangles, Nan, Bubba, Nick, Brian, John, and even Player. Nicely done to all of our players trying to take home one of these wins. We got John 1 ball away now. We are officially past all of these jackpots, though. We're working towards that $28.70 must-go prize. We'll have to see. And there it is. Player over at Boudreaux's Bar 2 in St. Cloud, taking home $28. Nicely done, Player. This has been round number 2 or round number 3. Either way, we're about to be enrolled in our next round, a game day bingo. Round number 4, I think. So make sure you guys are grabbing those iPads and get enrolled in the next 2.5 minutes as we still have that minor prize. Clicking on up to the next round, and hopefully we can give it out as it's now at 58 balls or less. But make sure you guys are grabbing those iPads and absolutely getting ready. As I said, 2.5 minutes as we now are working towards these jackpots. And it's official. If you take home the prize in 49 balls or less, you'll be taking home the mega, but that major is now over $2,000. So it's clicked up to 50 balls or less. Definitely a little bit more doable and ready to go out to one of you guys. Well, happy National Meatball Day, happy National Slam the Scam Day, and National Get Over It Day. We have some more to talk about with you guys, and actually our next one is National Crab Meat Day. Observed annually on March 9th, National Crab Meat Day offers a day to celebrate one of America's favorite crustaceans. With 1.5 million tons of crabs consumed each year around the world, plenty of crab meat lovers celebrate each and every year. I, for one, love crab. I think I have it down to a science, cracking crab legs. I'm pretty proud of myself for that. I learned at a young age. Honestly, this might be one of my favorite traditions I have with my family, is that I know every family has a different tradition for Christmas Eve, and it's kind of evolved throughout the years, but as of late, the last about, I think, 6 or 7, maybe even 8 years, on Christmas Eve, my family has just done a crab leg feast, and it is incredible. I absolutely love this tradition. It's one of my favorites that my family does. It's one of our favorite things. My family is just like huge into seafood in general. I mean, it's hard not to be, and so definitely this is a great one. I wish I could celebrate it today. Unfortunately, I'm very much inland and I do not have access to good quality crab. But if you do, today's the day to absolutely observe it and celebrate National Crab Meat Day. We actually have 2 more national days going on, and I'm going to talk about the next one as it is World Kidney Day. And now on the second Thursday of March, it marks World Kidney Day each year. And it sets out to create and increase awareness about kidney care. Yes, this is definitely very important. There are signs that you can look out for each and every day that something might be going on with your kidneys. And I actually have just recently started getting more educated about it, as I actually have somebody in my life who struggles with the health of their kidneys. And so it's very interesting looking out for those signs, because there are day-to-day things that can be pointed out that you would never think actually could be cause for alarm or should raise awareness, and it absolutely something that you guys should educate yourself on just a little bit more today. Happy World Kidney Day. Our last one is a little lighthearted, and it is National Barbie Day. And on March 9th, National Barbie Day celebrates an iconic toy that premiered on this day in 1959. It debuted at the American International Toy Fair in New York. Yes, I definitely grew up with a ton of Barbies. I wonder when... I actually do not know when the new Barbie movie is getting released? Let's find out. July 21st, the day before my birthday, is actually when the new Barbie movie is being released. That's very interesting. I'm pretty excited about it. I don't necessarily think it'll be a top tier quality movie, but I think it'll be enjoyable. I think it'll definitely have a lot of cutesy nostalgia comedy. So I'm fine with it. I think it'll be super cute, but it's definitely a staple toy for a lot of little girls and boys all across the world. And I actually don't know what the first doll looked like. Oh, she had an iconic little tooth right here with her bangs. She came with the classic 50s white cat eye sunglasses and a little stripy black and white one-piece bathing suit. She's got little hoop earrings, makeup glitz to the nine, obviously as Barbies do. Super cool. I bet it just is an astronomical price now. Yeah, let's find out how much they are worth. In pristine condition, they can be up to $27,000. That's insane for a Barbie. That's a doll. $27,000. I understand the nostalgia and everything, but I feel like that is so much money to spend on a collector's item. Oh, they made them in various hair shades as well. There wasn't just the blonde Barbie. There was the brunette as well. We do have a winner, and that minor prize is officially going out. Mike and Dee Dee win. It is. You guys are winning over at Steve-O's and Crystal, $209.54. Nicely done in our fourth round of Game Day Bingo. Make sure you guys are getting enrolled because that $44.80 must-go prize is getting tacked on to this next round for a double must-go opportunity. So make sure you guys get enrolled in game number 5. That is a nice one. Nicely done. Mike and Dee Dee win. $209. Now it is back down to that growing price and back down to 52 balls or less, but we will be trying for that double must-go if we are unable to give out one of these awesome other jackpots we have on the line. But like I said, just under 2.5 minutes, so grab those iPads and get enrolled. And happy National Barbie Day. Maybe if you have a young child who would like a Barbie, go buy them out one today because today is the day to celebrate that. Well, as you guys get enrolled in the next round, those were our final national days for the day. But I'm going to talk about some Twins news that is happening. And apparently Austin Martin is so excited, so confident, and so glad to be feeling like himself, he said. Yeah, even that sprained ACL in his left elbow, or in his right UCL in his right elbow, hasn't done much to dampen his spirits as he's getting ready to take a few weeks away from the field to allow that issue to subside. The Twins issued both Martin and Michael Hellman to the minor league camp on Tuesday, a reflection of Martin's inability to take the field due to the elbow and Hellman's absence from the Grapefruit League action due to the hamstring tightness that has bothered him since the start of camp. Yes, that's definitely some stuff that we have to keep our eye on, and we'll keep you guys updated with everything happening with our Twins and the decisions they make with all their players in our off season. But in the meantime, if you want to play one of the awesome games that we teamed up with them for and show your support for our Twins, you absolutely can by checking out Twins Win. You can even check out the Home Run Derby bonus round, where if you pick a lucky batter, you can end up taking home some Grand Slam prizes. It's definitely a lot of fun, and you guys will definitely want to play through it, as you can see right here. Let's see which way I go. Twins Win. But as you guys play through the games you're playing right now, our Game Day Bingo, as you take home these awesome jackpots, you also take home points towards jackpot standings. And you guys have been competing tooth and nail all season 13 so far. And jumping right into 9th place because they jumped in right from unranked after yesterday, we got Kimmy69 over at the Brewster Bar and Grill, tying it up with another player, Mike, over at Big Louie's Bar and Grill, New Brighton. They both are now tied up with 33,000 points. Mike was originally in a tie with Mindy May, but unfortunately, Mike got pushed back to that tie with Kimmy, and Mindy May actually jumped right into another one. They are now tied up with Cindy over at Main Street Bar Hopkins, both in 7th place and both with 34,000 points. In 6th place, though, staying put, we got Call Me Jen over at JR Mac, as they currently sit with 38,000. Getting pushed back from 4th to 5th place, though, we got Spike over at Maynards of Excelsior, as they currently sit with 44,000. With 46,000 points in 4th place, jumping on up to from 5th, we got Rich over at Shady's Railside. Now our entire 3rd through 1st place all stayed put, and they're all in the 50,000 point club or higher. 3rd place, we start off with Bull over at Corner Bar in Goodhue, who has 53,000 points. 2nd place is Tanya over at Plum's Neighborhood Bar and Eatery, who has 59,000 points. And leading the pack in 1st place, we have Bobo over at Corner Bar in Goodhue with 74,000 points. Now on the location side of things, we have another tie that was just formed up, and jumping in from unranked into 10th place, we got Big Louie's Bar and Grill, New Brighton. They tied it up with VFW Spring Lake Park, and they both now currently sit with 62,000 points. Then in 9th place, we got the Chart House with 63,000, while with 67,000 points in 8th place, we have Maynards of Excelsior. 7th place is Outtakes, and they currently sit with 71,000 points. Then with 72,000 points right ahead of them in 6th place, we got JR Mac. Getting pushed back from 5th, jumping on up from 5th into a tie in 4th. We got Flamers tying it up with the Sherwood Lounge. Sherwood Lounge was originally in 3rd place, but now, unfortunately, they are both in 4th, both tied up, and both with 89,000 points. Right ahead of them, though, jumping on up from 4th into 3rd, taking on over, it's Shady's Railside. They currently sit with 90,000 points. Then with 142,000 points in 2nd place, we got Corner Bar and Good Hue. And in 1st place, kind of in a league of their own right now, we have Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards. They currently sit with 171,000 points. Well, nicely done to all of our players and locations in our standings. Make sure you guys play through a game day bingo all day long and try and take home these awesome cash prizes along with points to compete against each other in those standings. Now, if you are tuning in for Cup of Joe, we were talking about the awesome E-Tab games we have here with Pilot Games, and right now we're listening to Finnegan's Gold. It's right in time for the St. Patty's Day season, and there's even 4 different bonus rounds for you to try your hand at. But if that doesn't sound up to your speed, we got over 70 different charitable E-Tab games that you guys can choose to play at any time. We each have 85% payout and huge prizes up to $1,500. Small bets between 50 cents and $5, and even awesome bonus rounds and free play rounds as well. Now we do have a winner in this round, as Super D over at Shores 96 is taking home that Musco prize. Nicely done on that double Musco, $83.10 going out to you in our round number 5. We're about to be enrolled in a round number 6 now, and I'm going to be taking a short break where I'm going to be back with you guys in just a little bit to give out some more jackpots and some more points. So stick around, play through some game day bingo, and I will see you guys soon.
Our mission is to serve the community. Pilot Games has given us the opportunity to provide those resources and so forth that we need to our schools, to our fire department, to our library, to organizations that help the hungry. All of those are all made possible by the Pilot Games organization.
There it is. 53 balls.
We're at the Ledge Amphitheater in White Park, Minnesota.
I saw the Blues Brothers 2 years ago with these guys.
Blues Brothers 2 years ago was a lot of fun. Prior to that, it was the Beach Boys, and with John Stamos, it was awesome.
I have never been to a PyCon event before. This is my first time, and I am loving it.
Yeah, this is incredible. We pulled in, parked, got some free beers, amazing free food.
Famous Days!
Hey everyone, Famous Dave here, smoking up the best ribs in America.
Having a great time so far. We got a picture with John Randall. It's pretty awesome.
John Randall is like my favorite.
Skull, 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 baby.
Really cool seeing John Kriesel. Really cool listening to him talking his story.
This is my first PyCon, and I've had a blast.
Willie is my favorite.
I'm excited for Willie Nelson.
I grew up listening to Willie Nelson my whole life.
Willie Nelson.
Willie Nelson.
Have a really nice day!
The entertainment, the people watching, cocktails, t-shirts.
Drink and eat and be with everybody.
Fabulous experience.
Either way, I don't know why you would miss this. That's all I gotta say.
He said we're making sure to come every year.
Get your butt here, man. Get your butt here.
Hey guys, who's ready for some more game day bingo? I just know that we had some awesome winners on these last previous games, so I'm going to take a peek and see if we can see who won those games. Let's see. Okay. Well, as you guys are playing right now, we got $51.90 on that must-go prize. We got $223 on that minor, and it's already back up to 58 balls or less. We have that major prize, $2,256 at 50 balls or less, and that mega prize over $42,000. And you can take that prize home in 49 balls or less. That's some awesome stuff, and we'll have to see who won these last games. And so let's see. We had a three-way tie going on between Trent, Joy, Ragnar, and Kim Mann. All of them got to split up $15.56. Nicely done on those. But on our other round, let's see who ended up taking home some prizes. We had Jan. Jan was over at the Riverside in Holly and ended up taking home $41.60. Nicely done to both of those winners. Well, technically all 4 of those winners on the last 2 games. We are in this next round, and we'll have to see which one of you lucky players is going to be able to take home one of these prizes. Well, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more games left with you guys here that I'm going to be live for. So hopefully we can give out some more jackpots along the way. And as we work towards them, we have some national or on this day in music history to talk about. And in 1985, I should say, our Reno's Speedway. Rio Speedway's Can't Fight This Feeling hits #1 in America, where it stays for 3 weeks. Yeah, that's definitely a good one. It's on a lot of pre-party playlists for a lot of people I know. It's definitely a good one. Next up also on this day, but before I talk about that, we got NJK. They're playing over at Dave's Place and ended up taking home that Musco prize, $51.90, getting sent out to you. Nicely done in this round. We are getting enrolled in our next round, so make sure you guys are grabbing those iPads, getting ready to play, and hopefully we can give out this minor prize in this next round. But you guys just have 2.5 minutes to do so make sure you guys get in that allotted time and get ready to take home some cash. Now, also on this day in music history, in 1986, Steven Tyler and Joe Perry of Aerosmith go to the Magic Ventures Studios in New York, where they record parts of their song Walks This Way. And so Run DMC can perform it into a hip-hop jam. Neither act is thrilled about the collaboration, and Run DMC's producer, Rick Rubin, actually superheaded the effort. But resulting track was a huge hit, revitalizing Aerosmith's career and delivering a new audience to the rappers. That's really cool. Yeah, well, maybe listen to Walk This Way or Can't Fight This Feeling on today, because today is a big day in their histories. As you guys have just under 2 minutes to get enrolled, hopefully we can get this minor prize over $200 or $300. So make sure you guys are grabbing those iPads, getting your friends, and getting cash in there. Let's get this minor prize as high as we can before it goes out into one of your pockets. But if you guys plan on coming out for any of our specialty nights, I already told you about it once, but it's so important we got to talk about it twice. It's pgl.world. It only takes about 26 seconds to get signed up, so head on over there and become a member of the Pilot Gambling League. That way you'll be able to keep up with everybody on those PGL nights, earning those PGL points. Not just that, you'll be able to download the Player Connect app, sign in with your brand new login, watch shows directly on there, shoot us out messages, and sometimes we even highlight them right above us if you shoot out those messages on the Player Connect app. And so make sure you do that as well. But PGL.world is a great resource to utilize. You get a monthly newsletter, and we also highlight all the players who sign up, so why wouldn't you want your name shout out every single broadcast for a little bit? A couple of those players who just signed up include T. Verbo Van, Strucker, Pap Hawk, The Pup, Frankie, LLT17, Pink Girl, T Money, Genie 28. We also had Louie, Grammy, Irish Luck, Roxy Ninja, Geo Carjo, and even Rod Jen. Nicely done to all of our players signing up at the Pilot Gambling League, and now you are official members. Hopefully you guys come on out for our specialty nights, earn those PGL points, and get into our standings. They have been competing all season 13 long so far, and we have some tight-knit standings going on. You just have about 20 seconds, though, to get enrolled in this next round, so make sure you guys are absolutely ready. And we did officially get that minor prize, over $300. That's awesome to see. Nicely done, guys. Hopefully one of you lucky players can take it home in this round. Don't mind me just drinking my iced coffee. But on to the PGL standings that you guys compete for each and every Tuesday and Wednesday night during those MegaSota game nights each Tuesday at 6:40, and our Wild Wednesday every single Wednesday at 7, going all the way till 9 p.m. Those players who have been competing all season 13 long started off in 10th place with Nixon. They play over at VFW Roseville and currently sit with 497,290 points. 9th place, it's Yak 2102 over at the Rivers Bend Bar and Grill. They currently sit with 508,890 points. Then with 508,955 points, a virtual tie going on right there, only 65 points separating them. Say that again, 65 points only. That is as close as you can get in these standings, and it's in 7th place between Sloppy at Malone's Bar and Grill and 8th place, Dugout at VFW Spring Lake Park and Yak 2102. That is a tight-knit race right there. Then on to Sloppy, who is playing at Malone's Bar and Grill, but they currently sit in 7th place. They currently sit with 511,890 points. Then with 530,400 points in 6th place, we have Drumskeet playing at the Underground Bar and Grill. 4th place, we got Days Dream at Monty Sports Bar, and they currently sit with 548,970 points. with 600,500 points. In fourth place, we got Devoided over at the roadside. Third place, it's Jake over at Eagles Albert Lay, who currently sits with 666,840 points still. Second place is Panda at the roadside, as they currently sit with 698,205 points. And leading the pack in first place, we got Churbert. They play over at Broadway Pizza Brooklyn Park and currently sit with 752,235 points. Nicely done to our entire top 10 on our player standings. But on the location side of things, it's a little bit more hectic because our entire top 10 is in the 1 million point club or higher. Now I'm trying to keep my eyes peeled to see if Nan, KJJ, or even Poor Boy is going to be able to take home one of these prizes. Hopefully, Poor Boy, you can get a prize and you can just get a little bit richer here with Pilot Games. But now we got Mass, one ball away. Now a bunch of you guys in line to take it home as well. We are officially moved past that minor prize, though. Just one ball off taking home that Musco prize. Mass over at Corky's Bar, South Haven. $63 going out to you. Nicely done, Mass. Next up in this next round, we got over $300 and going on 62 balls or less. Make sure you guys are grabbing those iPads and getting enrolled. It's looking to go out soon. But on the location side of things for the PGL standings, we jump right into 10th place because it's LJ's in Miltona. They currently sit with 1,618,930 points. Coming in from unranked just after last night, it's the Underground Bar and Grill of Mankato. They now are in 9th place and have 1,709,519 points. With 1,747,605 points in 8th place, we got the Leo Sports Bar of Mazeppa. 7th place, though, it's the Cabin Bar Nicolette. They currently sit with 1,790,785 points. Then in 6th place, we got Leo's Bar Newmarket, as they currently sit with 1,892,465 points. That concludes the 1 million point club. The entirety of our top 5 are all in the 2 million point club, even some closing in on the 3. Starting it off in 5th place, we got American Legion Cleveland, as they currently sit with 2,072,850 points. Then in 4th place, it's the PJ Supper Club of Avon, and they currently sit with 2,229,635 points. With 2,600,060 points in 3rd place, we got the Benton Station of Sauk Rapids. 2nd place, it's the Alibi Gilbert. They currently sit with 2,811,900 points. But right now in 1st place, holding on for another week, it's Eagles Albert Lay. They currently sit with 2,905,710 points so far. That is awesome to see this early in Season 13, not even 3 months into it so far, and we already have players this high and locations this high as well. Make sure you guys come on out for Tuesday and Wednesday nights for our MegaSota Game Night and Wild Wednesday. They are a lot of fun and your only opportunities at earning some PGL points. You have just under a minute now to get enrolled in our next round, and we have over $400 on that minor prize. Love to see it at 62 balls or less. This is a great jackpot. Hopefully one of you lucky players will be able to take home in this next round. Now on to some Wild news, who are currently 37, 21, and 7 for the season. Dean Evanson had a lot on his mind after visiting Minnesota Wild, defeated the Winnipeg Jets on they actually finished 4-2 on Wednesday. Some of it was good and some of it was bad. The Wild coach was thankful for the veteran goalie Marc-Andre Fleury's. He had 46 save performances that extended the team's point streak to 11 games, 9-0-2. But he was left wondering about the status of the star forward Kirill Kaprizov. Kaprizov hit the ice after getting tangled up with 6'7" Jets defenseman Logan Stanley midway through the third period and left the game. He's then gone. Evanson's quoted on to say, "I have not been in the room, so I don't know yet." And that was his reply when asked about how the team's leading scorer was doing. He was able to skate off, so I'm guessing that there's some positive that, if there's any positive, that is one of them. He's then later on quoted to say as well. Well, hopefully we can shake that off. We got the win. Hopefully we can keep up the momentum. We have another game coming up this Saturday against the Sharks at 9:30 p.m. It's going to be a late one. Hopefully we can keep up that hot streak, keep up the good work, and hopefully take home yet another win. If you want to show your support for our Wild in the meantime, though, you can play the awesome ETAM game, Let's Go Wild. You can even check out the Slap Shot bonus round to take home some trophy prizes. It's a lot of fun, and it's a great ETAB that we teamed up with them for. We got a bunch of you players 11 balls away like Bill and that next player as well, trying to take home this awesome over $400 prize. Maybe even one of these minor, major, or mega prizes as well. They're always on the line for you guys too. Well, from one ice to the other, we're going to be jumping on over to the Ely area for a fishing report done by Arrowhead Outdoors Fishing. This was updated on just the 8th. Well, lake trout anglers reported to having some good weekends of trout fishing recently, and anglers have found active trout up on the classic lake trout spots such as the sunken islands, the main lake points, and the neck down areas between the islands. 30 to 50 feet of water was the depth to be in. Spoons, bucktails that are about 3-inch sizes continue to be the best size to get baits. Well, dead or alive suckers laying on the bottom have accounted for almost half of the Lakers caught in the winter so far. So make sure to tip ups are out with a minnow on the bottom. That's some great advice to go fishing by. So hopefully you guys can go out there, have some fun, and finish off the ice fishing season strong. But if you guys are out there catching some big catches here with Pilot Games, whether it be a big jackpot or you just having a blast, we want to see it. Hold up those iPads, whether you're holding up your jackpot, your favorite eTab game, or just your best buddy standing beside you, and send them directly our way. You can share them directly with us on Facebook, any of your jackpot or any of your social medias with the hashtag Pilot Games, or even email them us directly at jackpots@pilotgames. But there it is, that minor prize officially going out. Keith over at the shortstop Fridley, $409.38. Nicely done going out to you. That was 58 balls or less. That was nice. Now, good job, Keith. Now we're getting into our next round with $85.70 getting tacked on to this next round. So we're going to have a double Musco opportunity you guys definitely want to be around for. 2.5 minutes to get enrolled, so make sure you guys are grabbing those iPads and getting ready. We are closing in on our final games here, so make sure you guys are ready to take home some cash. Now, we have some Vikings news, and we are looking for the main goal for Kevin O'Connell. And so football is a fickle game. Every time we think we haven't figured out, something changes, and then it comes back to all the way to the drawing board. No one knows it better than the Minnesota Vikings head coach Kevin O'Connell, who is making a point this offseason to reflect on every aspect of his coaching this past season and anticipate where he needs to be better next season. He's quoted to say there are a lot of phases to it, and that was during his sit-down with the beat reporters at the NFL Combine. He's quoted to say, "I have tried to break them down individually, spend a little time with each of them, and then as we got into the scheme of the evolution, using it to evaluate the players' scheme and then use his role in it as well. Both is how I have been teaching how our players received and executed that information." That is definitely a great one. That is, I mean, all you can really do is just kind of break down where you went wrong and try and be a better coach from there. We have so much potential, and we just saw, I mean, we had that huge rebranding, and we had one of our best seasons so far, and so it's definitely good to see that they're on the right track, and hopefully we can get even better as the seasons progress, and we will keep you guys updated with everything they decide in their offseason as well. And as well with them, we have an awesome eTab game that we teamed up with them for that you guys can check out called Vikings Victory. You pick a lucky letter in that skull bonus round and end up taking home some huge prizes. You guys definitely want to go check that out and take home some great cash. Now, I do have some Skull Bingo standings that you guys will be competing for if you come on out from 4 to 6 tonight to try your hand at our Skull Bingo games. But we've had players competing all season 13 long so far. And jumping right in, you guessed it, there's a tie. That tie is happening in 9th place between Sydney over at Maynard's of Excelsior and TGR over at KJ's Refuge. They both are currently tied up with 50,000 points. Then in 8th place, we got Funk over at Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards, and they currently sit with 53,000. With 55,000 points in 7th place, we got Boots playing at Trebek's Bar and Grill. 6th place, though, it's Kool-Aid at Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards, and they currently sit with 61,000. With 77,000 points in 5th place, we got Jelly playing at American Legion Stillwater. While in 4th, it's Brenda over at JB's Tavern, and they currently sit with 86,000. With 137,000 points in 3rd place, we got Call Me Jen over at the Full Tilt Tavern. 2nd place is wrapped up with Brother Nate over at the Chart House, as they currently sit with 179,000 points. And leading in 1st place, we got Tanya over at JR Mack, who has 193,000 points so far. That's some awesome stuff on our players' side of things. You're officially in this round here trying to win on one of these awesome prizes, but on to the location side of things, because the locations you guys play at during Skull Bingo also get to take home points and compete against each other in our own top 10 standings. We start off in 10th place with American Legion Stillwater, who currently sit with 125,000 points. Right ahead of them with 126,000 in 9th place, we got Outtakes. Then at 8th place, we got Danny's Dugout. They currently sit with 129,000 points. Then with 139,000 points ahead of them in 9th place, we got VFW Dilworth. 6th place is Trebek's Bar and Grill, as they currently have 144,000. With 160,000 points in 5th place, we got the Full Tilt Tavern. 4th place, though, it's the Benton Station, as they sit with 178,000. With 271,000 points, almost a full 100,000 point difference. In 3rd place, we have the Chart House. 2nd place, it's JR Mack. They currently sit with 295,000 points. And in first place, we have Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards, who sits with a whopping 322,000 points. Nicely done to all the players and locations out there playing Skull Bingo. Make sure you guys come on out from 4 to 6 tonight, where I'm going to be back live with you guys, trying to give out those jackpots and playing alongside all those great Skull Bingo games. We have Brutus 4 balls away, now 3 balls trying to take home one of these awesome prizes. We are closing in to pissing up that mega. We'll have to see. 1 ball. And we are moving past it. Let's see. And we are past the major as well. 1 more ball and we're past the minor. And we're looking to give out that double must-go prize, $137.80. One of you lucky players is going to be taking it home in this round. And as you guys work for it, we have some celebrity birthdays that were born on this day. But maybe I'll give it a sec because we got a bunch of you guys in 1 ball away now. Like Mayek. There it is. We got May K over at Corner Bar and Grill Winstead taking home $137. Nicely done on that double must-go opportunity. Make sure you guys are getting enrolled in our next round. It is our final game of Game Day Bingo that I'm going to be here live with you guys for. So make sure you guys get this opportunity while I'm here and try and take home one of these awesome prizes in this next round. These celebrity birthdays, though, starting it off in 1930, we have Ornette Coleman. She is the he was the American jazz saxophonist and composer. He did the Downbeat Musician of he won the Downbeat Musician of the Year award in 1966. Happy birthday, Ornette Coleman. Next up in 1934, we have Yuri Gagarin, who is the Russian cosmonaut and the first man into space aboard the Vostok 1. Very cool. Happy birthday, Yuri. Next up in 1943, we got Bobby Fischer. He's the American chess player. He was the world champion all the way from 1972 through 1975. That was right. 3 consecutive years he was the world champion chess player. That is pretty impressive. Happy birthday, Bobby Fischer. Next up, we have a big actor. He was born in 1979, and it is Oscar Isaac. He is the French Guatemalan American actor. He's from Scenes of a Marriage, Balibo. And he was also Moon Knight in the Marvel series. And I think he was also in Dune most recently. He's got a bunch of really cool works he's been doing recently. He's been getting a lot more fame, I think. And I think it's well-deserved. He's very, very well-received. I've really enjoyed his work so far. Happy birthday, Oscar Isaac. Next up, in 1986, we got Brittany Snow. She's the American actress. She's from Guiding Light. She was also in Pitch Perfect. She was in Brittany Snow. She was also in Hairspray. She was in quite a few things. Big actress for a couple years ago. I don't know if she's necessarily still a working actress. I think she is. I haven't seen what she's been in most recently. Oh, she was just in the movie X with Mia Goth in 2022. That was her most recent work. I haven't seen that, but it seems like she's got sporadic work throughout the year. So that's pretty cool. Happy birthday, Brittany Snow. Next up, in 1987, we got Lil Bow Wow. His birth name was Chad Gregory Moss. He is the American actor and rapper. He was in Beware the Dogs, Like Mike. He was in a bunch of stuff when I was a kid. Happy birthday, Lil Bow Wow. And our final celebrity birthday. In 2003, Sanisa Lee was born. She's the American gymnast. She was the all-around Olympic gold winner in 2021, and she was actually born in St. Paul, Minnesota. Happy birthday. That's awesome. Happy birthday to her, as well as all the other celebrity birthdays. And if it's your birthday out there as well, here's a little bit of extra luck going out to you for the day. Hopefully you can take home one of these awesome prizes. There is a ton of you guys out there trying to take home these cash opportunities. We still have that minor, major, and mega prize going to be running through the entirety of today for you guys to be trying your hand at and get some of that cash in your pocket. Now, you guys better be trying your hand at it all day long, even when I let you guys loose, because you guys will be jumping into your first opportunity at Lucky 4 Bingo soon enough. That's got over $93,000 on the line. You heard me right. You guys definitely want to be sticking around right after I let you guys loose in this final game. Now, some movies that were released on this day in 1984. We got Children of the Corn. This was actually one of the first cult classic horror films that got me into scary movies. I'm a big fan of this one. I don't think it's as scary as I thought it was when I was about 10 watching it, but it's definitely a classic one. Deservedly so. Children of the Corn. 1990, we got House Party. I actually have not seen this one. I actually have not seen the last 3 of these. We've got House Party in 1990. In 2007, we've got the movie 300. And in 2018, we have A Wrinkle in Time. Those are all movies actually that I would like to see. Other than House Party, I don't know what movie that is. But check out all of those movies today as they were released on this day. But also on this day, in 1957, the first Barbie doll goes on display at the American Toy Fair in New York. We already touched on that just a little bit, as it was the birth of the Barbie doll. And so make sure you guys go and buy a loved one a Barbie if they are into that sort of thing. And so that will be your way of celebrating it. But as you guys work towards these jackpots, I want to talk about a very important player who this past weekend, they ended up taking home the largest jackpot. It was MMMMM, actually, and they were playing over at Winners and Sartell, ended up taking home $8,500, and while they were playing over at Winners and Sartell, they supported the St. Cloud Boxing and Wrestling Club. Their purpose is not just to focus on producing elite athletes, but on developing exemplary citizens. That is an awesome charity. They supported an even better jackpot they got to take home. Congratulations. But we have our final winner that I'm going to be here live with you guys for, and it's Dan Charger. I'm sorry about that. They're taking home $38 on that must-go prize over at Hunter's Bar. Thank you guys for sticking around with me. Remember, you guys are going to be sticking around and playing Pilot games all day long. I'll be back from 4 to 6 for our happy hour show and a little bit of Skull Bingo. So remember, when you guys play Pilot games, your community wins. See you guys soon.
Our mission is to serve the community. Pilot Games has given us the opportunity to provide those resources and so forth that we need to our schools, to our fire department, to our library, to organizations that help the hungry. All of those are all made possible by the Pilot Games organization.
There it is. 53 balls.
we're at the Ledge Amphitheater in White Park, Minnesota.
I saw the Blues Brothers 2 years ago with these guys.
Blues Brothers 2 years ago was a lot of fun. Prior to that, it was the Beach Boys, and with John Stamos, it was awesome.
I have never been to a PyCon event before. This is my first time, and I am loving it.
Yeah, this is incredible. We pulled in, parked, got some free beers, amazing free food.
Famous days!
Hey everyone, Famous Dave here, smoking up the best ribs in America.
We're having a great time so far. We got a picture with John Randall. It's pretty awesome.
John Randall is like my favorite.
Skull, 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 baby! Really cool seeing John Creasel. Really cool listening to him talk and his story.
This is my first PyCon, and I've had a blast.
Willie is my favorite.
I'm excited for Willie Nelson.
I grew up listening to Willie Nelson my whole life.
Willie Nelson.
Willie Nelson!
Have a really nice day!
The entertainment, the people watching, cocktails, t-shirts.
Drink and eat and be with everybody.
Fabulous experience.
Either way, I don't know why you would miss this. That's all I gotta say.
He said we're making sure to come every year.
Get your butt here, man. Get your butt here.
Our mission is to serve the community. Pilot Games has given us the opportunity to provide those resources and so forth that we need to our schools, to our fire department, to our library, to organizations that help the hungry. All of those are all made possible by the Pilot Games organization.
There it is. 53 balls.
We're at the Ledge Amphitheater in White Park, Minnesota.
Saw the Blues Brothers 2 years ago with these guys.
Blues Brothers 2 years ago was a lot of fun. Prior to that, it was the Beach Boys, and with John Stamos, it was awesome.
I have never been to a PyCon event before. This is my first time, and I am loving it.
Yeah, this is incredible. We pulled in, parked, got some free beers, amazing free food.
Famous days!
Hey everyone, Famous Dave here, smoking up the best ribs in America.
Having a great time so far. We got a picture with John Randall. It's pretty awesome.
John Randall is like my favorite.
Skol, 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 baby! Really cool seeing John Creasel. Really cool listening to him talk and his story.
This is my first PyCon, and I've had a blast.
Willie is my favorite.
I'm excited for Willie Nelson.
I grew up listening to Willie Nelson my whole life.
Willie Nelson.
Willie Nelson!
Have a really nice day!
The entertainment, the people watching, cocktails, t-shirts.
Drink and eat and be with everybody.
Fabulous experience.
Either way, I don't know why you would miss this. That's all I gotta say.
He said we're making sure to come every year.
Get your butt here, man. Get your butt here.
Our mission is to serve the community. Pilot Games has given us the opportunity to provide those resources and so forth that we need to our schools, to our fire department, to our library, to organizations that help the hungry. All of those are all made possible by the Pilot Games organization.
There it is. 53 balls.
We're at the Ledge Amphitheater in White Park, Minnesota.
I saw the Blues Brothers 2 years ago with these guys.
Blues Brothers 2 years ago was a lot of fun. Prior to that, it was the Beach Boys, and with John Stamos, it was awesome.
I have never been to a PyCon event before. This is my first time, and I am loving it.
Yeah, this is incredible. We pulled in, parked, got some free beers, amazing free food.
Famous Days! Hey everyone, Famous Dave here, smoking up the best ribs in America.
Having a great time so far. We got a picture with John Randall. It's pretty awesome.
John Randall is like my favorite.
Skol, 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 baby! Really cool seeing John Creasel. Really cool listening to him talk and his story.
This is my first PyCon, and I've had a blast.
Willie is my favorite.
I'm excited for Willie Nelson.
I grew up listening to Willie Nelson my whole life.
Willie Nelson.
Willie Nelson. Have a really nice day!
The entertainment, the people watching, cocktails, t-shirts.
Drink and eat and be with everybody.
Fabulous experience.
Either way, I don't know why you would miss this. That's all I gotta say.
He said we're making sure to come every year.
Get your butt here, man. Get your butt here.
Our mission is to serve the community. Pilot Games has given us the opportunity to provide those resources and so forth that we need to our schools, to our fire department, to our library, to organizations that help the hungry. All of those are all made possible by the Pilot Games organization.
There it is. 53 balls.